Welcome to the Heavy Spoilers Show. I'm your host Paul, aka the guy who loved looking up to Captain America, and this video we're breaking down everything we know about the episode 5 Falcon and the Winter Soldier cameo. I'm going to be discussing all the information we have from reliable sources, along with what I've been told so far. This is purely because I did a tweet last week that discussed what I'd been told, and as it blew up I thought I'd go into more depth just discussing all the ins and outs of it. Now if you enjoy the video then please hit the thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for breakdowns like this each and every day. We're also giving away 3 free copies of Zack Snyder's Justice League in 4K, so make sure you stick around until the end of the video so you can find out how to get your hands on one. Now Malcolm Spellman, the series creator, has been teasing at what's to come in several interviews on the show. When discussing what to expect, he stated, "There are characters in our series who I would love to see partnered with, like, it's a very grounded character, partnered with one of the big world shakers like Thor or someone like that. The personality is so strong, it's the episode 5 character, I'd love to see that character with Thor." So from that we know it's a very grounded character and that they have a strong personality. Spellman also cleared up that it was not T'Challa, aka Chadwick Boseman. After the appearance by Io, many thought that the actor would pop up in the series, but it now has been clarified through Vanity Fair that this isn't the case. He did however lend his voice to Marvel's upcoming series What If, where he will be appearing as a different take on Star-Lord. Now Slash Film basically gave us a lot of clues and an almost guess who level of things to take from what's going to be happening. They said the character has not been seen in the MCU, and this rules out Zola in the Red Skull, both of which have been theorized as appearing in the series. It also narrows down the list to being characters that are not in any of the pre-existing films, and therefore wipes about 300 names completely off the list, maybe more. Now secondly, they aren't likely to appear in any upcoming film, and the cameo isn't setting up a movie. This rules out people from the Black Widow film, some of which I'll be discussing later in the video, and pretty much means that it's going to be a standalone moment for the show. Lots of bad news for us speculating there, but they have said that they were not created for the series and that this character does exist in the comics. They reiterated that they're also a well-known actor and they have several awards under their belts. This was later confirmed by Peter Sciretta of the Slash Film podcast, who said the following.
There was this interview with the showrunner of the show, Spellman, with Rotten Tomatoes, and he talked about episode 5, which is the next episode coming up. So this is a quote that's been going around the internet, so if you don't want to hear it, tune out now, but he's been saying this publicly. He says that there is a big surprise character coming who he considers to be the episode 5 character. And he says, and he also said, I think episode 5 will like make people cry. He says it's a big episode in this season. He says that the character has a, quote, strong personality, and he'd like to see this individual side by side with Thor in a future like movie or show. Who do you think that is, Brad?
I really don't know. It was I tried to think about this because we talked about this was in the Slack, and I'm honestly not sure because like I couldn't really think of anybody who was like who would be a big deal. That I don't know. I really don't know.
Well, I'll tell you, I know, but I'm not going to reveal this because I don't want to ruin the fun for anyone out there. But I will say that it's not a character that's from the Marvel movies. It's a big Marvel character, and it is it's a big actor who hasn't been named in the series. Like usually we get the casting and stuff like that. So this is someone we didn't know was going to be in the series and is an award-winning actress. So there you go. So let that rumor mill go until I'm sure we're going to find out next week. Well, no, we are going to find out next week because Spellman said we were going to find out next week. So, yeah.
Now the fact they say actor and bring up actress makes me think that they might have said that purely because the cameo will be a woman. Last year when filming was going on, I actually received an email from someone that sent a picture of the image by Atlanta Film at the DeKalb courthouse. They said that they had also seen an image of a blonde woman with a coat over her head who had been snapped leaving the set. They said they didn't know who it was but thought that that could be the cameo, and I didn't report on it at the time because I do about 70 videos a week, yeah? Get off my back about it. Now, Atlanta Filming's original post said that the show filmed there for 2 days, and when you see who is in the scene, then don't forget to message them when your mind explodes. That was all the way back on the 28th of February 2020, but Atlanta Filming followed up on the 2nd of April saying that as far as he knew, she was still in it, and because of this comment I did link the 2 images. Now, I did post this on Twitter that I'd heard it was a blonde woman, and this post kind of blew up a bit on Reddit. You should never assume anything as it makes an ass out of you and me, and since then Atlanta Filming has come out and said just stop, and also that it's not a woman, but I'm sure most of you can see why I linked the email with these pictures and tweets in and thought it was legit because of it. Now casting all that to the side, I am hoping that it is going to be Goldie Hawn because she is of course Wyatt Russell's real life mother. She's won lots of awards, and also with Kurt Russell being in the MCU, it sort of brings the whole family in together. In the comics it was actually Walker's parents who were murdered, not Battlestar, and this is the thing that sent him off the deep end. So I was kind of thinking that they might be doing this because of the meta joke it creates, and also the fact that Goldie Hawn has a big personality. I also think she would work well with Thor, and in my opinion it just ticks a number of boxes. However, big letdown here for you guys. Since then I've DM'd and spoken to some scoopers, and they've said they know the person isn't blonde. However, some have said that the person who emailed me might be simply of just linking up certain appearances and assuming one is for episode 5 when it could be for 6. The blonde woman could easily be Florence Pugh, who is rumoured to be in the show. However, this might be a separate cameo and not the episode 5 one. We've already seen characters like Sharon Carter, Rhodey and Batroc turn up from other things, so I'd guess that we might see more MCU characters beyond just this episode 5 person, and Florence Pugh being blonde, yeah, it does kind of fit into that. Other guesses that I liked which people sent in were Charlize Theron and Jennifer Lawrence, who at one point was supposed to be playing Sue Storm. Now, a blonde woman might not turn up at all either. I'm just being transparent with you guys, and I'm not someone who thinks that I have the most accurate sources in the world, which is why I tend to do just standard breakdowns over doing pooper scoops. Watch it turn out to be John Goodman or someone. Now over to Charles Murphy, who has said that he's aware of the actor and stated that they aren't playing the Power Broker. Murphy said that he's a big fan of them, but that everyone is way overdoing this. Because of this, don't expect to see someone like Wolverine or Professor X show up, as they're way too big for what this cameo is. Now, one thing that's kind of annoying is that a number of people who know who it is have hyped up this cameo, but then they've recently downplayed it and told us not to speculate. I think this is purely because of WandaVision and all the backlash that came over it when fan theories turned out to be untrue, but I would say if you don't want people to speculate, then just don't bring it up at all, yeah? Don't hype up cameos at all in general, as people like myself will of course make guesses and dig deep and try and find out who it is. People in the comic book community are clearly going to make guesses, so if you open the can of worms, you better be ready for the dirt that comes with it. Now, I really hope that it's someone big, but they might drop another boner and just have Anthony Mackie playing Smiling Tiger or something. Anyway, that's everything we know. You've heard my guess with Goldie Hawn, so I want to turn it over to you guys, and in the comments below, drop your best guess on who the character could be of the clues we have. As a thank you for interacting with the video, you're going to be entered into a prize drawn on the 30th of April, in which we're giving away 3 copies of Zack Snyder's Justice League in 4K. The first person who gets the cameo right before Friday will automatically win one, so yeah, best guesses below, as you know, you've got quite a good chance here. Now, the winners of last month's competition are on screen right now, so if that's you, then message me on Twitter at Heavy Spoilers. If you want something else to watch, then make sure you check out our breakdown of episode 4, which will be linked on screen right now. We went over the entire thing from top to bottom and pointed out the best Easter eggs in it, so definitely check it out if you want to know more. With that out of the way, thank you for sitting through the video. I've been Paul, and I'll see you next time. Take care, peace.